Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Um, yeah, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. So I'll wait a little bit while people jump in. But for those who are viewing in right now, welcome in. I appreciate you guys for coming through. And yeah, so brief synopsis of what we're going to be talking about tonight. We are diving into the Boost Infinite Craze. Boost Infinite is in beta, and for those who went ahead and began placing their orders for the SIM card or acting with eSIM on iPhone, we're going to talk about all of it. And then also just kind of throwing in Boost Mobile into that mix because, the plan that Boost Mobile is offering that is pretty similar to what you're getting with Boost Infinite. We're going to be talking about Mobile X, giving Mobile X some more shine. Just talking more about my experiences with Mobile X and just how it's been. And also taking questions on Mobile X. And then also talking about Visible by Verizon, where the $1 Plus plan. So we're going to get into all here in just a little bit. As you're coming in, feel free to say hi. Please smash the like button. It really does help out getting these podcasts and things pretty much situated throughout. The algorithm goes based off of likes. So the more thumbs ups there are, the more chances of YouTube starting these live streams and videos to those that don't even know about this channel. So you can do me a solid by doing that. Like I said, and feel free to say hi. We are talking again about Boost Infinite. Going more into it, comparing it to Boost Mobile, the prepaid side of it. We are talking Mobile X. We are talking Visible by Verizon. So today is about basically prepaids and all that good stuff. So about another 30 seconds before I just kind of kick it into gear. How are you guys doing? It is Friday. TGIF, mother. Yeah, TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday for some of you guys. Some of you guys, probably not. To get the ticker rolling down there. And, hashtag Tops I'm in. So, hey, what's up? What's going on? Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate you for being in here. All right, so okay. Anyways, first order of topic, we're going kind of backwards. Okay, the short stuff I can pretty much cover up front, and then the thing that I think is going to be like the more deeper discussion, which is Boost Infinite, is going to be towards the end of the live stream. We've got lots to talk about it. Also, we'll be bringing up the Boost Infinite site. We're going to take a look at it. All that craziness. All right, so let's talk about Visible by Verizon. The reason why I wanted to just kind of talk about them is I want to talk about how satisfying the 45 plus plan is. Now, I'm not talking about the $30 plan, the basic baseline Visible plan. That pretty much is Visible Legacy, carried on over with a new pricing. But the Visible Plus plan has been really outstanding. It's been really outstanding. And the reason that I say that is because, when they tell you with the 45 plus plan on Visible that you in fact do get premium data connection, you really do. Okay, I've been kind of, doing tests on my Pixel 7, which running the Visible Plus plan currently right now. And it's held up very well. It's doing very good. It is connected to N77, so you are getting that connection if that has been rolled out into your market. So you are seeing the ultra wideband logo right next to the 5G logo, letting you know that you are connected to it. And the speed is phenomenally good. I mean, this is something that I just honestly, my opinions, it doesn't feel like prepaid. Having that access, even though more than likely its priority access is in fact lower than Verizon postpaid, it does not it does not feel like that, just with the access that I have. So I ran a test, which if you guys follow me on Twitter, I'll post a screenshot later on for you guys to check it out. I ran a test on fast.net, and with that, on the 45 plus plan for Visible, it is not it's not capped at 480p for video playback. Okay. Which is good, because if you're someone that wants to watch videos in a higher resolution, like if that's a requirement for you to watch videos, you're going to be able to watch it in a higher res. I think if I can remember correctly, I mean, I don't have the phone in front right now to pull up a screenshot, but I'm believing that it was hitting like I want to say over 100 megabits per second plus, like a little bit like higher, or about there. So I mean, you know, if that's the video playback speed, that's pretty good. 480p DVD quality is usually capped around 1.5 megabits per second or so. So going anything higher than that, and you're gonna get much better resolution video playback, and that's always great. The ability to have 500 minutes for international calling is sweet. You know, I dabble around in different chat forums and stuff like that, and I know that people compare the 45 plus plan from Visible to Google Fi's unlimited plus plan, which gives you unlimited calling to over 200 plus countries. And see, the thing about that is that some people just don't really need unlimited talk from domestically within the US to another country. Some people, you know, maybe talk to relatives, maybe an hour, maybe 2 to 4. Big John Tech Reviews, what's up, man? What's going on? So if you think about it, if it's like an hour, maybe like once a week, let's just call it that, right? You know, so that's like 60 minutes, right? A week, right? That's 240 minutes a month. Okay, they're giving you 500 minutes with Visible. So it's like you're getting like 4 days in a month talking for 1 hour on the phone, plus some. So they understand that maybe sometimes your conversations might go 2 hours long, you know, so you still get that extra leeway. And I think that's good. Okay, it may not be unlimited talking like you do get on Google Fi's Unlimited Plus plan. You are saving $20 more a month, and you're getting more data access. Like Visible right now, and I know Visible's in the limelight for either good or bad reasons, right? There's people who had bad experiences with Visible. It is what it is, right? You know, you gotta call a spade a spade. But then you also have those that are having great experiences, and with Visible being a great experience, literally puts Visible at the very top in the prepaid world consistently, because you get unlimited data access, right? There's no talk of deprioritizing your access on Visible if you go over 30 gigs of data, or if you go over 40 gigs of data, or you go over 50 gigs of data. There's no talks of it. It is without a doubt unlimited. I think it's like the closest thing that we get to like what people will say is actually unlimited. And you know, it's on Verizon's network, which Verizon is a very dependable network access. They've always had it. They're always known for it. It doesn't matter, you know, what comes up to contend. Verizon seems to be on point with that. So, just, you know, shouting out Visible and just saying, you know, they're pretty good. They are pretty good. And the last thing about the Visible that is going to be like super awesome about them is their hotspot access. And Ant just said over here, unlimited hotspot as well. Yes, true. In fact, unlimited hotspot as well. That is very true. Now, there would be some who would complain that it's 5x5, right? So 5 megabits down, 5 megabits up. But you know, when you're on the go, I mean, first of all, it is good enough to watch videos on YouTube. Like if I linked my Pixelbook Go with my Pixel 7 running Verizon on hotspot, I'd be able to watch YouTube videos for as long as I want to on my Pixelbook. I could literally keep my phone in my pocket, walking around and kind of cradle hugging my Pixelbook Go in my hands if I wanted to walk around and watch videos. It'd be just fine. I can browse the internet. I can access my email. I can video call. Video calling on it at 5 megabits per second down and up handles pretty well. Handles pretty decently that I can see the person on the video call and they can see me as well. And the audio is clear, right? The only thing you're not going to be able to do with the visible hotspot is online game. I've tried this. I've tried this with Google Stadia before Google Stadia, shuts down next month. I've tried it. It kind of struggled for the gameplay and it would crash every often. But I did run the hotspot on all my IoTs, in my place at one time when I didn't have home Wi-Fi access. I used a hotspot on Visible, and it powered everything within my home. It powered my smart TV to watch movies on HBO and such. It powered my Google Home speaker. It powered my laptop and my tablet and my other devices. So the hotspot, and it's unlimited. Again, it's unlimited. So sometimes you can't have your cake and eat it too. But I would rather take a 5x5 unlimited hotspot access than getting, like full speeds and being limited only to 15 gigabytes of hotspot or 12 gigabytes or 10 gigabytes, 5 gigabytes of hotspot. I mean, you can really use that up pretty quickly. So Visible right now sits at the very top. And with all these changes that Visible has made, they've done pretty good. Shout out to Visible. All right, let's kind of switch tracks here just in a second. So we're talking about Mobile X, and the reason why we're talking about Mobile X is because Mobile X kind of goes hand in hand with Boost Infinite, more or less with Boost Mobile, right? Mobile X basically head up by Peter Adderton, who originally brought Boost Mobile to the US. Was running Boost Mobile before he sold it to Sprint. And so it was kind of funny seeing Peter's tweet the other day, kind of like wishing Boost Infinite some luck and good sportsmanship. We know Peter to kind of just kind of call out companies for stuff that he feels is kind of like ruining the game, ruining the mobile market, the telecom industry, right? Like, if anyone follows him on Twitter, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't follow him on Twitter and you want to know what he's talking about, follow him on Twitter. But anyways, Mobile X is his new adventure here in the United States. It's his new thing. And Mobile X, again, like I've said in countless videos, is geared towards the person who uses less data. Okay, so this is for the people that are barely online, they're barely on social media, maybe the data for, for GPS tracking and stuff like that, or like going using maps. Maybe they need data to search up for restaurants nearby them, which does not use a lot of data. Okay, it does not. Like the two biggest things that use a lot of data is obviously video playback, like on Netflix, HBO, YouTube, and such at a high resolution, or online gaming is going to use a lot of data, right? Or if you're consistently downloading huge files, like movies that you're going to be watching offline and such, that will use data. But to browse the internet, search information, things like that, doesn't really cost a lot. It doesn't really cost a lot. So yeah, we're going to get into that a little bit, Gene, kind of jumping ahead there. I'm saving the Boost Infinite stuff for last, just because I'm going to be talking a little bit about it. Yeah, Mobile X is going through a little bit of growing pains. I'm not going to speak too much in detail about that as to what happened or what's going on. All I can say is that for a company's got to know when they gotta like put a pause and kind of repivot themselves, right? Any company who tries to masquerade themselves as being the know all see all type of thing, and that they have all the answers to everything and have it down pat, right? Those are the ones that I feel like that are doomed to fail. And I'm not saying well, to kind of clear up the stuff, and being blunt about everything, I'm just going to call it out as it is. If you are a heavy data user, or if you're consistently on social media, like all hours of the day, every day, Mobile X is not for you. And, it's not hurting the company if you try them out and you say, hey, this is not for me. because quite honestly, they will even tell you that they are not for you. They're not afraid to say, hey, your usage on your phone doesn't benefit you to be with us. And so, like their motto says, they will even help you move to a provider that is a better fit for you. So I give it up to them. They got a lot of balls. I love the idea behind it because, like when you think about it, it's kind of like it's a stereotype thing. So it's like it's kind of like, people will be like, well, they should be for the elderly. The elderly don't use a lot of data, and which I beg to differ. The elderly use just about the same amount of data as much as young adults on social media. Okay, they love the internet. Do not let that stupid stuff fool people. The elderly, I'm talking about people who are over 60, over 70 years old, use the internet as much as someone who is 20 years old. So let's start putting that perception to bed and thinking that old people are so frail that they don't know how to access the internet. You'd be surprised who can. But anyways, if you're someone that doesn't use a lot of data, Mobile X is really going to come in clutch for you. Peter even went as far as share the story, on Twitter to all of us to see about an interaction he had with a friend who was on, I think it was T-Mobile, and was paying like over $100 a month on his phone bill, and really didn't use that much data. Maybe the person is consistently on Wi-Fi access. Either way, of course, Peter's going to share that his friend made the switch from, T-Mobile over to Mobile X because he was only going to be paying $9.34 a month for the amount of data that he would need, which is, Mobile X allows you to kind of grow with it, right? So if you need more data, you can purchase more data. I mean, that's how it works with them. Like, they're trying to take people out of this idea that you got to deal with the one-size-fit-all type plan. Like, if you're someone that really doesn't use a lot of data, then why are you going to pay $50 for an unlimited plan? And while there are, other prepaid companies that give you less, right? Like, you can pay $40 and get 15 gigabytes of data. You can pay $10 and get, 5 gigabytes of data. Whatever the case may be, they're trying to break that stereotype. So, while it may not be the fit for you because you may be using more data, let's kind of hold off on the trash talking, though. I mean, that's the thing that I look at it, I'm like, well, why are people trash talking it? You know how many posts and how many things I've seen where people complain about it, like, oh, you have very slow speeds after 30 gigs. Well, yeah, they say so. On the 2 fake unlimited plans, which is what they call their plans, that are geared towards that, it tells you that you won't have priority data access with those, and you will be slowed down if you pass the threshold point. So I see all these people talking about, like, oh my god, I use like 500 gigs. Mobile X is trash. It's not going to work for me. Why are you trashing a company that has been so transparent in the fact that they're geared towards people who use less data? Like, it says on their website, it says it everywhere, it says it on Twitter. They are geared towards people who are going to pay for what they use and have a low cell phone bill than to pay $50 to say, hey, maybe 1 month out of the year I might go and use 10 gigabytes of data. So let me just pay $50, taxes and fees included, for an unlimited plan. And it's like, but if you're only going to use like that much amount of data, then you might be paying less. So we just got to let Mobile X continue to do their thing. We got to let them kind of just like work out all the bugs and the kinks, right? Because it's not just them saying, okay, this is our rate plan, this is what you'll pay for, this is what you'll get type of thing. They're using machine learning for that thing to figure you out, to customize the best option for you if you're trying to stretch a dollar, if you're trying to save money. And who is going to be embarrassed about stretching a dollar? Who is going to cry about saving money? For creep's sake, you pay nearly $30 for a slab of steak. Some people are paying over $5 for a gallon of milk. And you got gas nowadays. We're at a point where we're seeing it kind of decline a little bit. My state, the cheapest I've seen here is $3.85 a gallon. but most gas stations are still charging about $4.99 a gallon to about 4.59 a gallon. Okay, so trying to stretch a buck is not bad at all. My mom uses a lot of internet, but it's all on Wi-Fi at home on her computer. Yeah, but just imagine if there was no Wi-Fi, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Like the cliche thing where people think that someone over the age of 70 maybe will like look at USA Today's website and read an article and only use like 512 kilobytes. Like no. There are a lot of elderly that use YouTube and Netflix and such. Yeah, trust me. So yeah, trying to stretch a buck, trying to save $1, right? Mobile X is in that side of the spectrum when it comes to this whole telecom industry, prepaid market. So, big ups to them. Hopefully, they get their stuff worked out, and shout out to the wonderful people that work for Mobile X. You guys are the real heroes. You guys struggle hard. I know you guys are tired. I know you guys are just, with it being in beta, there's got to be people experiencing so much different issues or whatever. And with a company like Mobile X just starting, I don't expect them to have the amount of force that something like Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile have for full customer service. Yes, do we expect them to provide the best customer service experience as they can? Yes, we expect that. But I'm going to sit here and say, on a guesstimate here, that they don't have the workforce size that an established company like Verizon has, right? I can't figuratively give you guys a number on how many people are working in the customer service side of Mobile X, but you can tell how a company is. You can kind of feel it. And so, yeah, big shouts out to them. They're the heroes behind it, and hopefully CEO, president of Mobile X really recognizes them for their hard work. And is not one of those people who just says it, but really, kind of shows it, behind the scenes. The Twitter world don't need to hear about it. We don't need bestmvno.com. We don't need Fierce Wireless reporting on it. Mr. Adderton, show appreciation to those that are working for you because they're working hard. And anytime that I've ever had, an issue with Mobile X, first of all, I'm not expecting them to get it resolved in 30 seconds or less. Sometimes I'll post something and maybe I'll get a response back for them like 15 minutes later. Hey, totally cool with it. If my service was completely interrupted, that would be a different issue. That'd be a different issue. But at the same time too, when they respond back, they're very cordial. They're very respectful. They, you can tell when someone actually gives a shit about your problem versus somebody who's paid to give a shit about your problem. And no time in having any discussions with them in their chat. And I don't know if you guys know how how to troubleshoot an issue, but you got to submit a ticket, and then it's like a chat thread. They respond back to your ticket, you respond back to them, and it always linked to that ticket number for the issue. And they've been nothing but helpful. And sometimes I even feel like they go above and beyond, because I work customer service for a cell phone provider, okay? And some of the stuff that Mobile X's guys are doing, because they're very skilled and knowledgeable on mobile phones, both on the Android and iOS side, they really go above and beyond and look into everything that could be causing issues, and not just go over the plain type of stuff like, oh, did you make sure VoLTE is on? Oh, did you airplane mode your phone for 10 seconds? Oh, let's do a network reset. Oh, let's do a full reset on your device and get it all wiped. Like, they go above and beyond. So I just want to give them recognition. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to the Mobile X team, for sure. Especially with the program being in beta, and just because of all these videos talking about Mobile X, anytime there's a brand new prepaid company, a brand new MVNO company, people flock over to them because they want to know what they're going to get for their dollar, right? That's called the telecom hustle and the telecom shuffle. Flat out. Hashtag telecom shuffle. if you made it to this point in the podcast. But that is facts. That is real, right? Another MVNO could just come out of left field tomorrow, launch tomorrow. I guarantee one of us makes a video talking about it, and a majority of people are going to flock over to it because people are always looking for that deal. At the end of the day, people want a great experience with connectivity, close as you can to saying it's fully unlimited and paying very less than what we currently have today, which the marginal mark for today for an MVNO unlimited is $50. So if you can bring an MVNO that's going to give you like everything that Visible Plus is giving you and say you only charge them $20, oh, you bet your ass that they're going to flock over to that provider, because that's what people want. They want more for less. Some people are not in that mentality that you get what you pay for. So if you want premium everything, then you're going to pay top dollar for it. Some people don't think that way. Some people are like, I want all that premium stuff. I want top dollar stuff, but I'm only going to pay you like $25. That's what it is. Let's look at some of these comments here. Once I get it worked out, I might move mom to them as she just needs voice. Nice. Yeah, why not? If no data connection, completely dependent on Wi-Fi and just using for voice and text, that's hella cheap. Like it was like $4.50 before tax for unlimited talk and text. My mom only uses 12 gigs of data each month, not like me where I'm like unlimited. Yeah. So you know what? So at the end of the day, it's okay for people to say that mobile X is not for them. But like, there's a way to do it. Like we don't all have to be like little girls about it, in the bathroom in high school. We don't have to like talk trash about mobile X just because it didn't fit for us. Okay. At the end of the day, if it's not for you, it's not for you. And they're one of the only carriers that I know of that goes by that. If it's not for you, it's not for you. There are other providers that know it's not for you, but they don't want to let you go. So they're gonna bullshit you everything under the sun to keep you from leaving them. Y'all know what I'm talking about because y'all been dealing with these companies for years. That's why it's always kind of talked about like, oh yeah, they lied to me about this. They said that I'll get this, this, and this if I stay, and I don't get it. Or they said that the towers were down, it would be up tomorrow, and my data's still not connected, right? It's because a lot of these companies really don't give a shit what fits you. They just want your dollar. So it's like they'll tell you everything under the sun to keep you to stay. Mobile X is okay with you leaving if they're not a good fit for you. What up, Iceberg? So because they're okay with it and they will help you move to a company that does best fit you, I tip my hat to Mobile X for being upfront and for being real about things. So all right, so the moment y'all been waiting for, we're switching tracks right now. We're getting into it. We are about 30 minutes into the podcast, so I appreciate 9 of y'all that are in here right now listening in, and those who watch the replay or listen to the replay, because there is no video feed, it's all audio. But those who listen in later on, thank you guys so much. If you made it this far, hashtag telecom shuffle. So I know you made it this far. And yeah, okay, so let's switch into Boost Infinite. And I'm going to see if I can grab some information from the website. So I will be pulling up the website here on the live. But okay, so Boost Infinite, as we all know, formerly known as Project Genesis with Dish before actually launching, right? And we got the name several months ago. We got the name of what the postpaid, again, let me reiterate, postpaid. Boost Infinite is not a rebrand of Boost Mobile. I want to make that very clear to people. It's not a rebrand. Boost Mobile will remain one of the 4 pillars in the prepaid market. It will remain. Boost Infinite is the postpaid that is operated by Dish Wireless. So I just want to make that clear. There are some people who's confused, and because they hear the name Boost Mobile, Boost Infinite, they think Boost Infinite is a rebrand of Boost Mobile. Kind of like you know how like Metro PCS was rebranded as Metro by T-Mobile. They thought it was that type of move, and it's not. It's not a rebrand. Boost Infinite is a postpaid, and just recently they launched beta. So they too are beta testing everything out. Okay, so when they were in their alpha state, we knew somebody who was alpha testing for Dish, right? They were given a device from Dish. They were driving around doing speed tests. They were speed testing, against Verizon, against T-Mobile, against AT&T. They were doing all this stuff for them behind the scenes. And so Dish now feels comfortable with what they got, and so they are now in beta. So right now, those who were able to sign up and get in beta, okay, it seems like that as long as you keep your account active, that you don't pause service, I'm assuming, and that you definitely don't cancel, and that's not an assumption, that's a fact. You're coming in at an introductory price of $25 for unlimited talk, unlimited text messaging, unlimited data, 30 gigs of priority data access, and then after 30 gigs, you may experience slower speeds at times. Dun dun dun. That means that Boost Infinite is on a D-Prio type of connection. And before people start crying, D-Prio, why? I would take deprioritization over throttling any day of the week. And if you think deprioritizing and throttling are exactly the same, you're sadly mistaken. So what that means for deprioed on Boost Infinite means that at times of congestion, you may experience slower speeds, but when the congestion is alleviated on the network or you move away from the congested area, your speeds will return back to normal. That is fine with me because at least in my city, the only places I know of where it ever really gets congested here is at large gatherings, like say for the New Year's fireworks. Everyone gathers over at Indian Still Park, and you're guaranteed to be congested there. The Arizona Cardinals playing in the home stadium here. If you're at that stadium, you're definitely getting in the congested area. So, our 30 gigs on Infinite are not QCI 9. So I'm not sure what the priority access is, because it's a little bit different in this case. Boost Infinite is actually a true contender to compete against Google Fi. Again, I'm going to say that again. They are true contenders to compete against Google Fi because Boost Infinite is doing smart switching the same as Google Fi does smart switching. So on Google Fi, when you have services with them, you are able, your device, not you, but your device is able to identify between T-Mobile and US Cellular which one has the better connectivity. And if T-Mobile or US Cellular has a stronger signal strength, your phone will automatically connect to that network. Prior to the merger between Sprint and T-Mobile, it used to be a three-way. It used to be Sprint, T-Mobile, and US Cellular. And you would switch between those three. You wouldn't be like activated on one of them. You would have access to all of them. And those who had Google Fi, you probably know about this, but with the auto switching enabled, you could actually use dialer codes to force yourself on a particular network. So if you would rather be on T-Mobile, because sometimes Google Fi smart switching wasn't so smart, and say they would put you on T-Mobile where Sprint was better, you would have to force your connection onto Sprint. So that's Google Fi smart switching. And Boost Infinite is having the same thing. So you have the access to Dish's 5G network. You have the access to T-Mobile's network. And you have the access to AT&T's network. Your Boost Infinite line will smart switch between whichever one has the stronger connection. This verified by a trusted source, right? Which, if you guys watched Carlos S. Tech last night or the night before on his live stream, I asked those questions to him. He confirmed it. It was going to be smart switching like Google Fi. So that puts them right in the line of fire to go head to head with Google Live. Being able to have that access. Okay, so you have AT&T's access. With AT&T is getting better and better. As a matter of fact, more market cities have gotten their 5G plus connection, and my city is one of them. And yes, right where I am currently living, I have N77 access on AT&T because Consumer Cellular uses AT&T's network, and I have a line with Consumer Cellular. And so when I have it in my Pixel 7, which can pick up their their 5G plus, ultra wideband is Verizon's. It does pick up Verizon's as well. It connects to C-band. So, when AT&T is doing pretty good. So with Boost Infinite, you have the AT&T access. In places where AT&T is not that strong and T-Mobile is, well, then you have T-Mobile's access. And apparently T-Mobile is supposed to be all about rural areas, so they're supposed to have you covered there. But then again, we also get Dish's native 5G network that they're building, right? This 5G cloud access, which, I'm not too familiar with or too hip to the knowledge on that. Maybe Sneed Mobile Tech has covered this already. And if he has, and you watched it, good for you. If you have not seen him talk about it, he may have. Check out his channel because he explains the stuff very well. He knows it far more better than I do. But yes, so you have the connection of 3 different networks. And that's going to be pretty dang good for the consumers. Having that type of connection to be awesome. All right, so this will access my. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna snoop through Boost Infinite's website. So I'm about to screen share right now. So let's do this. So as you can see, we have it up over here right now. And actually, I am going to close out the chat view on the side here to make it bigger. So doesn't mean that the chat is closed off. You guys can still keep typing away. But I'm just going to full screen this a bit more so you guys can see it better. Excuse me. Wow. By the way, shout out to my wife. She got me this new water bottle, which is really cool. It's called Circle, and it's got these flavor pods that goes into the cap of the bottle. And believe it or not, it works really good. You just pour regular water into your bottle, and when you drink it, it's flavored. And the flavor is not weak or like what shit flavor. It's actually pretty good. And you can control the strength of your flavor. So you can make it where it's like extremely flavorful. You can make it where it's like a good blend between water and flavor, and then just complete water if you want. And it's really good. It's really tasty. And I've drunk more water than normal. Okay, so right now I'm not going to be able to see the chat because I'm going back to the Boost Infinite tab so we can look around. Let's look around. Okay, so it says limited time only, exclusive beta access, unlimited wireless, $25 a month forever. Forever. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie, The Sandlot, but when that kid is telling the story about the beast, and he emphasizes that word forever. It's like, okay, never mind. Anyways, moving on. So unlimited talk, unlimited data, talk, and text. I like how they're kind of flipping around. If you notice this, a lot of MVNO and prepaid companies are doing this. Now they're flipping it around in the order of importance to them. So unlimited data comes first now, then talk and text. Super fast 5G on one of America's top networks. One plan, one price, no strings. Yeah, it's postpaid. That's not really a contract. So let me get that. Shop top phones. I was gonna say, I'm starting to sound like an ad for them. So iPhone 14 is supported. Zero down today. $23.06 a month for 36 months, or $829.99 up front. Okay. No, I'm not gonna be financing a phone. The Galaxy S22, zero down today, $22.22 a month. They knew what they were doing when they came with that 36-month pricing right there. That is not coincidence. They knew exactly what they were doing. Or $799 for the phone. And then you got the Motorola Moto Edge Plus, zero down, $20.83 a month. Those are, it says see all phones. Let's see all phones then. Show us the money. Show me the money. So they got the iPhone Pro Max. They got the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 14 Plus. Let's see here. Keep your number, free shipping, 10-day guarantee, no activation fee. And yeah, so you got the 14 Plus, you got the regular 14, you got the 13 Pro Max, 13 Pro, 13, SE. Why did I put the SE before the iPhone 13 mini? Shouldn't it have just gone like 13 mini, the third gen? Okay, I'm just being nitpicky here. Oh, you got the Moto G Stylus. That is a badass phone. Zero down, $7.22 a month, or just pay $259.99 to own the phone outright. That is one badass phone. My son has that phone now. I gave it to my son. Halo has a stylus. You could draw on it. And then again, they show the Moto Edge Plus right there. We saw that earlier. Galaxy S22, zero down. The Z Fold 4. Sweet. The Moto G5G. Why is the Moto G5G mixed in with the Sam? Who is designing the website? That person was dead ass tired and needed coffee because he just put the Moto G5G with the Samsungs. What's wrong with you? Galaxy Z Flip 4 and the A23 5G. No Google Pixels. Got iPhones in there. Come on, Boost. What's wrong with you guys? My Jeeps, man. What is wrong with them? I don't understand. No Google Pixels. Boost Infinite. No Google Pixels. They're supported. Plugged in my IMEI when I was placing my order for a Boost Infinite service. I plugged in my IMEI and it was like, your phone's compatible. And then so they're sending me out a SIM card, but Boost Infinite. Surely you could have brought in the Pixel 7 and 6 Pro. What is that? 6A 77 Pro. Come on, Boost Infinite. Don't count out Pixels, okay? What up, Los, if you're still here? But anyways, all right, back to the Boost Infinite website. Okay, so, I mean, that's all their phones and everything like that. Now, again, if you are able to get yourself into the beta access, limited time only, limited spots, you can get this service for $25 a month forever. If you get on it after the beta, I'm pretty sure the price is going to be up there. And who knows how much it's going to cost a month. Well, somebody knows how much it's going to cost a month because somebody used to be with them. I just don't know how much he could say. I don't know how much you can say. But anyways, why Infinite? That's a very good question. Let's find out what their mission says. Infinitely Turbo. Exclusive beta access. Boost Infinite is unlimited for just $25 a month. We put our energy into simple and affordable because that's how mobile should be. Wonder if they're hanging out with Peter Adderton on their spare time trying to get, some stuff. Legit value. Same coverage you expect from the best at half the price. Real reliability. Super fast 5G on one of America's top network. Why are you saying one? I thought there'd be three network access. They're saying one. Or maybe that's part of the deal. They get to use these these two other different networks at the cost of them not saying who it is. So saying it's just one of America's top networks. Anyways, simple service. The last wireless plan you'll ever need. One price, one plan, no strings. The infinite unlimited plan, $25 forever. You guys thought I was gonna do that forever. Think again, huh? I know some of you guys thought it was coming. Smash, comment a thumbs up if you thought it was coming. Price will be $55 a month, but we'll have more unlimited approach. Gotcha. There's a man. If you guys didn't know who I was referencing, there's the man right there. The man with the plan. The man with the plan. I don't know what it is today, but I'm like really hyper. And all I can think about is that movie Freddy Got Fingered, where he's in the room and he's like on the backwards man to backwards man, backwards man to backwards man. it's in whatever. Okay. Hashtag ADHD, if you guys can tell that I am ADHD, because right now I'm showing signs of it. Anyways, shout out to Carlos for dropping that info for us. Carlos is in the chat too, so he'll probably be dropping some information that he's allowed to. So pay attention to what he says. Anyways, yeah. So nothing extra. Save extra for the guac. Why guac? What if I'm a spicy queso type of guy? Or in the words of the mask, that is one spicy meatball. Shout out to The Mask. I love that movie. Anyways, yeah. So anyways, we offer only the things you need, like phone financing plans and protection plans. Okay. Well, I need the protection from the government, so just about how far are you willing to protect me, Boost Infinite? Yeah. No calculus. One plan for one person means there's no calculating bundles, packages, discounts, or cheat codes. Up, down, left, right. ABA. Ba-ba-bum. It's one price all the time. Oh, you know what's another cheat code that's pretty badass? ABAC, right? Who remembers that? If you know where that cheat code goes to, type it in the comments. ABAC. What game? Go. I'm gonna find out how old some of y'all are, right? I don't expect the younger generation to really get it unless you fuck with retro games. All right, I'll say it one more time. ABAC. What code was that and for what game? Go. I'll give you guys a task. I continue on covering Boost Infinite's website. No hidden fees, just taxes. At least they're upfront about it, telling you it's not taxes and fees included. No activation fees here, just state and federal taxes plus surcharges. It's an American thing. Yes, we know this. We know this because consumer cellular, you have to pay taxes and fees and surcharges. And surcharges, who really knows what surcharges are? All right. If you take the state tax, the federal tax, and you move that out the way, there's still the surcharges, right? Which is basically the 911 tax fee that you got to pay. There's the if you didn't know this on your mobile phone bill, especially a lot of you postpaid people should know this. If not, then I'm about to tell y'all. If you didn't know this, then thumbs up. And if you already knew this, well, then now you got confirmation. But a lot of those surcharges goes to pay for these free phones for those that are on welfare. It pays for their phone line, right? So while someone who's getting food stamps or who's getting Medicaid or whatever can go to like QLink or SafeLink or Assurance Wireless and go get a free phone with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and maybe like 500 megabytes of data or something like that, like they're getting those for free because if you're on a postpaid plan, paying taxes and fees and surcharges, or even if you're on a postpaid plan that tells you everything is taxes and fees included. No, the taxes and fees are included because they're inside what you're paying. So if you're paying $70 flat, the taxes and fees are already included in that, right? So you take the taxes and fees of what you normally pay from your state and minus that by the flat rate, and that's how much your actual bill, like your actual plan rate is. But anyways, you're paying for those free phones. Nothing is free in America. Learn that quickly. Baby Yoda, what up? How come Boost Mobile prepaid is competing with Infinite? Both exactly. Alternate reality. You're ahead of me, dude. I was gonna talk about that. That was the next thing I'm jumping into after I covered the Boost Infinite site, because both of them are, yes. Alternate reality is right. Both Boost Mobile prepaid, Boost Infinite postpaid are offering unlimited for $25 a month. Nearly the same, except that I think on Boost Mobile you are throttled after the 30 gigs of usage. But the other difference that I'm going to say that's probably different between them is that the $25 is an entry price for you for trying it out while it's in beta. Those that sign up for Boost Infinite a year from now when it's out of beta, obviously are going to be paying $55 a month. So they're going to be paying $30 more than what you're going to be paying. So the $25 is, for like me, who has my SIM card that already shipped out today, Carlos, who has Boost Infinite activated on one of his iPhones, and all the other ones who have iPhones that have Boost Infinite activated on them already. We're going to be at $25 a month unless we cancel the service or stop paying the bill, right? So this is like one of those ones that was like make or break for me, because I'm going to try this out. And then I'm going to have to decide between Visible, between Mobile X, between not T-Mobile. Yeah, I have T-Mobile again. I use the same phone. And got another 90-day network pass just to have access on it, but it's just for shits and giggles. So anyways, but yeah, I have to decide between Consumer Cellular, I have to keep that. That's my work line. So I have to keep that. Yeah. Either way, I'm probably gonna end up probably just keeping Boost Infinite, because it is a plan rate that I'm not gonna want to give up, being at $25 a month. And hopefully there's not going to be any funny business. There's going to be no funny business with them trying to cancel accounts because they don't want us paying $25 anymore. It says, we're locked in. You're not. You can bail anytime. No hard feelings. Unless you're financing a phone. The only hard feelings they're going to give you is the remaining balance of your phone bill. I don't know. Tonight I'm feeling lively. I just feel like just having a little bit of fun. Yeah. So we spent all our time working on better, faster, and smarter. Get comfy knowing that you're just getting started. You've come to the right place. That's such a beautiful speech. They're available every day between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Whoa. Hey, that's my time. Wow. So they close at 7 p.m. East Coast time. Oh, no. They're 3 hours ahead. So they close at 1 a.m. Sorry, where did I get 7 p.m. from? That's taking away from it. My time wrong. I know they close at midnight. Midnight East Coast time. Bleh. East Coast time. They close. Gotcha. They open 8 a.m. there. That's weird. That's weird. Did they open at 6 a.m. there? I don't know. Anyhow, but hey, I wonder if they have a call center here. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look and find out. I'm gonna find out for sure. Whoa, that'd be so crazy. Anyways, yeah, so that's the big question. What are your guys' predictions? Let's get into play. What are your guys' predictions on this? What do you guys think? Because I still have my Boost Mobile, that was on the EBB, and the plan ends on the 23rd of this month, and it's still not charged. So I think that Boost Mobile is going to switch my plan out of the EB to a regular unlimited plan come January. I think January. So from the 23rd of December to the 22nd of January will be the absolute last time that I'm able to have free Boost Mobile service. They're gonna switch me up. I already know it. I know it because they've been hounding me. They're like, hey, submit your form and switch over to the ACP. I'm just like, no. No. The line was a test I've used it on and off. It sits around most of the time. I use it when I feel like using it. So it's just like, I get American CSR for Boost Infinite customer care. My plan is due on the 23rd. Huh, cool. Your plan is due on the 23rd. That's like the day before Christmas Eve. Aha! I'm gonna go look for them. I'm gonna go look for them, and I for damn sure know they're hiring. I'm gonna see what kind of benefits they're offering. They're offering better benefits than known. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Also, reason why they have prepaid and post is to be able to offer financing for devices, since they got rid of Boost Up program from prepaid, since T-Mobile didn't want to give them rebate back for it. Yeah, for sure. $25.71, LOL. So it's still $25. It's just $25 and a little bit of change. 71 cents. Almost 3/4. Gene, almost 3/4. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. It's just, I'm probably gonna do a lot of off-camera stuff. I don't know. Maybe when I'm on camera, it just makes me stale. When I'm on camera, and I'm just like, I'm not being watched. Other than you guys are listening to my voice, I'm just like, I don't have fun with it. If it's more fun, it's more fun. Hey, I'll just keep doing it this way. But yeah, maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll find out if their benefits are, no stab at consumers. Sorry, no stab at them. I'm just saying, they're offering better benefits, and hey, why not? AT&T has horrible tower spacing at home, so I will wait until they dish to some dish towers nearby. Gotcha, Borganata. Gotcha on that, right? And these things are here in place, and it's just like, they're here. Now, if you're trying to get it at $25, there's no guarantee that it's going to be that by the time that dish towers roll out in your area. So if you want to grab a line anyways and just have it and just pay it on the side, might as well, so you have the 25 line. But if you're okay with paying the full price of what they're going to charge once they're fully launched, then hey, man. Because I know there are some people who are like messaging on Twitter and stuff like that, and they're like, they weren't able to get in. They weren't able to sign up. Yeah. Also, interesting thing too, if you guys didn't watch Carlos's video on him activating service with Boost Infinite on his iPhone, he kind of went over a couple of key interesting things here, right? So yes, they do a soft pull on credit. If you don't know what soft pull is, basically, it's not a hard inquiry. It's not gonna impact your credit score and drop it points just for running it. It's just not. Soft inquiries is just, they look at your credit history. They're not looking at like all your payments. So therefore they're not, it's not going to touch your credit score. Now, if you're financing a phone, I'm pretty sure that's when they do a hard inquiry to finance a phone. I think any company that finances phones does a hard inquiry on credit. But obviously, your credit has to be, not that your credit has to be, but if you're somebody who was either a victim of identity theft and such like that, and you may have a lock on your credit, you're gonna have to, I guess, wait like 24 hours for them to confirm you. They don't do KIQ. If you don't know what KIQ stands for, it's key identifying questions. So this is something like, say, you're running a credit to buy something, right? To validate your identity and that you are in fact the person who they're running a credit on. The key identifying questions are going to be questions related to your credit history. So, addresses in the past 7 to 10 years, family, relatives, all that stuff, right? So you just basically offhand, if you're experiencing issues where telling you to try a previous address you used to live at, or they're having trouble identifying who you are, just know there's no KIQ that they're using right now. KIQs is not something that the business is going to have. It's something that's going to be auto-generated with their connection to the credit bureau, right? So just letting people know that. I'm pretty sure they are hip to the fact with today's modernness, so they're more than likely going to be looking at Equifax. They're not going to be really looking at TransUnion or is it Equifax or what's the other one? Sorry. Pretty much in layman's term, they're going to be looking at your FICO score. They're going to be looking at your TransUnion or any of those. They're going to be looking at your FICO. FICO is the credit score that most businesses and vendors and loaning industries are interested in looking at. Hardly any company I know still uses TransUnion. Yeah. So just kind of heads up on that, everybody. Sounds like top secret security clearance review. It's just key identifying questions. It's really all it is. Public records, in my view, is none of these companies' business if they're doing a soft credit pull. Well, let's put it this way. A lot of people have accepted, their straw man. Okay, if you don't know what your straw man is, Google it and you'll find out what your straw man is. I'll give you a clue though. Your straw man has a 9-digit number attached to it. Now, it's like a promise to pay type of thing. So they're gonna be looking at everything. Your past is gonna tell the tale of what kind of person you are. If you're someone that they can trust to lend you or like actually advance you on something or not, right? So like if you're gonna rent property, right? This is one of the reasons why that rental companies do this now, is because they can see like how often you move, and they're not gonna want somebody who is going to literally be moving around a lot, shows instability in their finances and stuff like that. So yeah. But they did approve me, so the bar is not too high. Yeah, I mean, like, please don't share your credit score, anybody. Please don't. I don't want that information getting out. But yeah, keep it very vague. So yeah, I mean that's nice to know. Like, if the bar's not so high, because I know certain companies that want you to have at least a 650 and higher, in credit. Some companies will look at a 620 and consider that good credit. So, yeah, this depends. If you're below 620, then yeah, you're gonna have a very hard time. But then some companies are willing to go as low as like freaking 570, 575, or even 550 at the lowest I've seen. I've seen a lending company, lend out with a credit score of a freaking like 519. Of course, you got to understand the interest rate was like freaking high as hell, and it was a compound interest. So yeah, they totally got screwed. Yeah. Yeah, so soft credit pulls, I don't have a problem with them just because it's not impacting my credit score. Like, I'm watching my credit score closely because, like I said, like, there's things that I do want to get that requires me to have, good to really good credit. And so doing a hard inquiry on my credit is going to drop it points. I think like when I had to get another car, I know what was it? My FICO was at a 710. My TransUnion was at a 690. And right when because they approved me on the car, right as soon as like all the paperwork and stuff was done, my credit score was hit and it dropped all the way down to like a 615. That's dang near 100-point drop. But I'm paying on my car note. I do have a credit builder app with a banking company that I use. So I put the funds that I want to use into the credit builder account, and then I use the card specifically for the credit builder account, which it doesn't do a drastic change. Like the commercials for it, don't believe that hype on that. You're not going to go from like a 600 to like 700 in like 1 month using the credit builder. It helps establish a credit line history. That's what it does, and it does move you up points, and then like a point or two a month. which is, like I said, it's not a drastic climb, but it's not really made towards spiking your credit score upwards. It's more towards giving you a credit history line. Because that's one of the things that, with a certain company that I know of, if you want to finance a phone with them, some people are denied up front, and they're denied up front because they don't have a line of credit history that the company can look at and say, is it worth shouldering the risk or not? So they have to build history with the company in order to have that ability to finance that phone. And usually they require like at least 9 months of on-time payment. So yeah. Anyhow, that's all I have for you guys this evening. I want to thank everybody for coming in and hanging out with me. Really appreciate y'all. Hopefully it was fun tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, my silly ass attitude. And yeah, I'm gonna go and take a shower, get comfortable, do some reading, probably hit up social media for like an hour, and then I'm okay because I gotta take my ass to work in the morning. So yeah, I will see you guys back on Tuesday. In the words of Norbit, Tuesday. Don't y'all just love Tuesdays? That's my day off. Yeah. Anyways, I gotta grind and get this and get this stuff together because the holidays is just right around the corner. Christmas is right around the corner. Yeah. So just gotta get things going, and yeah. So I appreciate all of y'all for being here. Yeah, you earned your dish. Baby Yoda, thanks so much for being here. Carlos, thanks so much for being here. Borganata, thanks for being here. Ant, thank you for being here. Blaze, thanks for popping in. Appreciate y'all for coming in. Y'all are amazing. Those that watch the replay, #replay crew, #boost. So I know you made it all the way to the end of this podcast, and if you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate y'all for being here. And as always, aloha. That's what I used to say, but now I just say, and now back to your normal scheduled entertainment.